lesson, the whole 15-minute routine starts from a still, static posture, and it ends in a still, static posture. So the process of the routine is to go from stillness to movement back to stillness. So the first thing we need to do is understand how to be still at the start of the form, or the start of the routine. So in order to be still, we need to set the posture. And this is the very first aspect of the form, or the routine, and it's a very important part of the training. Please don't skip this and go straight into all the movement work, because if you're slightly misaligned, if you're carrying too much tension, it can screw up the whole thing. So let's work from feet to head in setting the posture. Okay, so we'll start with the feet. The feet should be roughly shoulder width apart, not too far, so I'm not out like this, not too close, so I'm here. Just nice and comfortable, shoulder width apart, and barefoot is preferable. If you can get outside on the grass in bare feet, really enhances the benefit of the whole training. But if you can't do that and you need to wear shoes, no problem. So the first thing I want to do is splay out my toes very slightly. So feel like you're opening your feet up a little bit. And then you're just gripping slightly on the ground, okay? Not hard, just tiny little grip with the toes on the floor, okay? So already you feel like your feet are much more connected to the earth, okay? So this is the first thing. Now we'll move up to the ankles. The ankles need to be very soft, okay? Very, very soft and capable of moving around without changing the pressure on the feet. Okay, so we have the feet splayed, gripping the floor slightly, ankles nice and soft. The knees, which are a transfer joint, we don't want to feel any weight in the knees at any point during the whole routine. I just allow them to align to my big toe metatarsal, so this bone in the foot here, the big toe bone, I allow them to align to this bone, and I bend very slightly, okay? Not all the way past the toes, not locked legs, just a little tiny bit of a bend. Up to the hips. Here, what I want to do is open this gap, the quad, or the inguinal crease. I want to just open this up very slightly. And what I want to feel is that the buttocks are very soft. Okay, so I'm not tense like this. Nice and soft, open here, and relax. So now the legs should feel quite heavy, like they're sinking into mud or into the earth. This is a first position. Next, the abdomen and the lower back. What I want to do is just relax, like this is all a big weight, okay? And it's just hanging from the top of my head, and it will align, the pelvis will just sink and align normally. Don't tuck under, don't kick your butt back. It needs to just sit nice and center and aligned. Relaxed abdomen, relaxed lower back. Chest, not puffed up, not compressed. Nicely in the center. So a common mistake that we see is that people will do this. It's called kyphosis of the spine. What I want to do is have a natural open chest here. Not puffed up, not like this, centered. Nicely in the center here. Linked to that is the shoulders. So if I allow my shoulders to sink forward like this, okay, it creates that curvature of the upper back. If I pull them back too much, it puffs my chest out. So I want to let the shoulders just relax, sink into their socket on each side, and align straight down the sides of the body. Elbows, there's a saying called heavy elbow. And what I want to feel is like the elbow is a big weight, and it's just boom, sitting down here. Wrist, open. Each finger joint open, and a little gap between each finger, just like this, okay? Down to the sides. Chin, pull in very, very slightly. Not this, not this. Just pull in very slightly to eliminate the curve at the back of the head and neck. And then the very top of the head, the crown point, is pulling up towards the ceiling like I'm suspended by a rope that's attached here. Okay, so I end up in a very stable, comfortable, and aligned posture. So let's just run through those points again. The feet grip slightly and splay, the ankles relaxed, the knees aligned to the big toe metatarsal, the hips nice and soft, the quad or the inguinal crease open, buttocks relaxed. Abdominals nicely soft and relaxed, lower back open and relaxed. Chest centered, not puffed out, not kyphotic like this with the spine. The shoulders centered, heavy elbow, open wrists, open fingers, little gap between them. Chin pulled in very slightly, head suspended from the ceiling. So when you're first learning this position, work your way up from the feet all the way to the top of the head. And each major joint or each major section of the torso, think, okay, what do I need to do in that specific joint? And after a little while, you won't need to think your way through it. You'll just stand naturally, produce the posture, and you'll be able to start the training 30 seconds in this static posture, and then you start the movement work.